what is referred to as a third eye is not necessarily another eye like this. Okay, it is not. It is just that, you know, there are, okay. In the pranic system, we talked about the 72,000 nadis. These 72,000 nadis have 114 important junction points in the body. Like, you know, in this building, the electrical systems are running, there are many junction points where major meeting of connections are happening. There are 114 junction points in the body. Generally, these are referred to as chakras. The word chakra literally means a wheel. But these are not in the form of circles or wheels. They always meet in the form of a triangle. The nadis always meet in the form of a triangle. Why? I think, yeah, there is a arranged triangle being used. It is because that is the basic way the nadis meet. They are the chakras, and the whole yogic system depends on what you do with them. So out of this 114, 7 are held as the major junction points. So these are the 7 chakras that everybody is normally talking about. They are located in certain parts of your body. You know something about this, or everybody knows something about it? Okay. These are Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agna, Sahasrara. Muladhara means the foundation. This is a center which is physically or physiologically, it is located between your anal outlet and your genital organ. It's called the perineum, medically, I think. Where's the doctor? It's the perineum, right. So, this is Muladhara. If your energies are dominant in your Muladhara, food and sleep will be the 2 major qualities of your life. They will be the most important factors in your life, food and sleep. If your energies are dominant in your Svadhisthana, which is located just above your genital organ, here you will be a pleasure seeker. Pleasure does not necessarily mean sex and things like that. You are somebody who wants to enjoy the world. That's dominant in you. So a person who is a pleasure seeker, he lives little more intensely than a person who is living just for food and sleep. Yes? So these are just different levels of intensities of life. As the intensity increases, your ability to experience different dimensions of life moves from one area of life to another. If your energies move into Manipuraka, or if they're more dominant in Manipuraka, you are a doer in the world. You want to do things. Maybe you're a businessman, maybe you're a politician or something where a lot of doing is needed, you know. You're a doer. If energies move into Anahata, this is the creative center, you become a creative person. Maybe you're an artist, or at least you have tendencies. Maybe you didn't make it in the Hollywood, but you know, you want to create more than simply eating and sleeping or seeking pleasure outside. You would like to do something. There is creativity in you. A person, let's say an artist, generally their lives may be considered little freaky for other people, but they experience life little more intensely than, let's say, a businessman. Yes? It's a different level of intensity. If energies move into Vishuddhi, which is the pit of the throat, the word Vishuddhi, the word Anahata means unstruck. This is the unstruck sound. This is a meeting between the lower and the higher. All your survival instincts are in the lower 3 chakras. Self-preservation is in Manipuraka, Svadhisthana and Muladhara. The longing to break away from all this and go away beyond is in Vishuddhi, Agna and Sahasrara. Anahata is the meeting point. So Anahata, the symbolism is two triangles meeting. You've seen that the Star of David, everything comes from Anahata. Okay, that is the symbol for Anahata, two upward moving and downward moving triangles meeting, because these are two different dimensions of life. One is catering to self-preservation, another is catering to the longing to go beyond. In your head and your heart, you have longings to go beyond, but in your body you have longings to preserve. So if energies move into Vishuddhi, it's a power center, you can become enormously powerful, very powerful individuals. When I say power, not necessarily physical or financial or something, people can be powerful in so many ways. Just the very way they stand, some people are powerful, some people are not, isn't it? Yes? So you don't have to do any action. You make 10 men stand here. The very way they stand, some men are powerful, some aren't, isn't it so? It's not necessarily because of their activity, just the way they are. They don't have to pose for anything, just simply the way they are, there is power about them. If your energies move into Agna, you are intellectually realized, you see things clearly, you see everything the way it is. Once you begin to see everything the way it is, you are at peace. So Agna is called as the third eye because you see things the way they are. With these two eyes are very deceptive. They make you see things the way it is necessary for your survival. They don't allow you to see everything the way it is. Once your energies touch Agna, now you're seeing things the way they are, everything the way it is. Now, that is why it is referred to as a third eye. Now, Sahasrara is the seventh chakra, that is not in the body, just outside the body. But most people, it is dormant, it is not active. If some sadhana comes into your life, if you activate it in a certain way, or because of a very intense way of living, it can become active. If energies move into Sahasrara, you will become unexplainably, unreasonably ecstatic, simply like crazy or ecstatic. If you come to the Bhava Spandana, you will see, simply for no reason, you will be spilling in ecstasy. You just don't know what's happening, just no external reason. Simply you're ecstatic, simply because your energies touch Sahasrara. From Muladhara to Agna, there are many pathways as to how to get there, any number of methods and teachings as to how to reach there. From Agna to Sahasrara, there is no path. If you want to move from Agna to Sahasrara, because there is no path, that is the reason why many people have gone about propagating peace is the highest thing to achieve, because they got stuck here. You've heard of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa? Was there a story about him in the video or something? It's there, right? Yeah, okay, Ramakrishna. So Ramakrishna was like this. He was a devotee of Kali. Kali is a form of goddess, a fierce goddess. He took Kali as his mother and worshipped her. He is such a devotee. He became, in such a way, his consciousness became so crystallized that if he makes lunch for Kali, that form comes and eats with him. This is not imagination, this is actually happening. Or is she sitting somewhere? That's not the point. A crystallized consciousness can just create it, just make it happen the way it is known to him. So he actually used to feed her and she used to eat. Food used to get empty. So he was like that, but when she's on him, he is like ecstasy. The moment she leaves him, he is misery. All the time crying, literally crying like a baby, calling like, "Mommy, mommy, please come." He would be just crying, "Please mother, come to me, come to me, come to me." When she's on him, he's all ecstatic. When she's not, he's lost. He went on like this. So a certain guru, whose name was called Thotapuri, a yogi, saw his condition and he saw the man's potential, such an intense human being, just stuck with this one form and he's enjoying it all right, but it is not getting him anywhere. So he tried to instruct him. But this is the whole thing about people on the path of devotion. Ramakrishna said, I don't want any realization, I don't want liberation, I just want my mother. This is just like you try to tell a little child, whatever you tell him, he says, I don't want anything, I want mommy, He's in that kind of thing. So in many ways Thotapuri tried to instruct him, he wouldn't go. Then where they were sitting, there was a piece of broken glass. He just took this piece of broken glass and just slashed his ajna open. Physically, he just slashed this part of the body open, and that's when he got realized. Suddenly he was a different man, because the shock of cutting this just took him off from this limitation.